Oh my God, that is a tropical. What? Yo, that was a tropical Leviathan bumblebee. That was crazy. What up, y'all? Tight Shirt 10 Warfare. Hey, I'm out here on vacation. I'm in Barbados. All right, I'm lying. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hope you're having a good day so far. If this is your first time here, yo, a fat welcome to you. And if you're part of the fam, you're part of the squad, you came back, hey, you can give me a big old hug. What was that? I'm here with open arms. Welcome back. I'm glad to see your face. If the ZV-1 and Sony A6100 were able to get it on and have a baby, this will be the product. The new Sony ZV-E10. Now, listen, these are Sony's 2 vlog cameras. I've used this one off and on for the better part of a year, and I've been using the ZV-E10 for about the last month and a half. I actually just did a review video, actually like a long-term review video on the ZV-1. I'm gonna link that up there in the corner. In short, I love this camera, right? But it is not my ideal vlogging camera, which I'll talk about that in a second. Now, the new ZV-E10 shares a lot of the same things that the ZV-1 has. It's got the flippy screen, it's got the background defocus mode, it's got product showcase mode, it's got the built-in microphones, it's got the same autofocus system that this one has. But there's some changes, right? And in my opinion, those changes, at least for me, equal a better vlog camera. So anyways, before we get into it, let's talk about the ZV-1. Like I said, I've been using this camera on and off for the better part of a year. And I think there's a whole lot to love about this freaking camera. You can't find anything on the market like it. Small, lightweight, some of the same features we just talked about for both of these, but I'll go over them again. Small, lightweight, class leading autofocus, 4K 24, 4K 30, HLG, S-Log 3, 1080p 120 frames per second, slow and quick. Built-in 24 to 70 f1.8 to f2.8. Like, there's so much to love about this little tiny freaking camera that you can take in and out of your pocket, and that is huge. There are better cameras out there, but you can't find a pocketable camera like this that has all of these features. For now, you can get one of these for about 700 bucks. My biggest gripes with the ZV-1 were battery life, which, you know, you kind of can't knock it because it's a small camera. We know it's gonna come with a small battery. The 1-inch sensor, which again, if we wanted to get a bigger sensor, we would have to get to a bigger body, which I'll talk about in 1 second. The 24 to 70 f1.8 to f2.8 is cool, but the problem is you can't expand with it. So if I ever wanted to get into like taking pictures of them people over there on them little boards or whatever they on, I can't do that with this camera because I can't change the lenses on it. And the last thing is that it's micro USB. Now those things might not matter to most people, but they matter to me. So when the ZV-E10 got announced, I was like, well, hold on a second. Everything that the ZV-1 has, this camera has. It has some of the same things I love about the 6000 series camera. So it's built off the 6100 body. But it takes all of the things that made the ZV-1 dope and put it into the ZV-E10, such as the built-in microphones, 4K 24, 4K 30, all those same things that I just mentioned, this camera has. And now, the trade-off is size. As you see, one has a built-in lens, one doesn't. So even though this one is pocketable, this one could be pocketable if you didn't have to attach a lens. And in this case, you need to attach a lens. So unfortunately, the ZV-E10, and I might be mixing these names up in this video. If I do, my bad. But the ZV-E10, you have to put a lens on the front of it, which takes away the pocketability. Now, in my opinion, this solves one of my biggest issues with the ZV-1. I can change the lenses, and what that means is, matter of fact, let me just show you. All right, y'all, now real quick, before we get on with this video, if you like this video so far, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Y'all don't understand how important that is for this video to get out there and for the algorithm to push it. If you're a hater, you dislike the video, hit that dislike button 2 times. And if you're not part of the fam, that would be a great time to join the squad. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when new videos go up. Now, for you content creators, let me get a little closer to the camera. For you content creators, new, upcoming, aspiring, one of the most important things you can do to help your videos out is not jack music from YouTube or any other source for that matter. All of the music in this video came from Epidemic Sound. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because the last thing you want to do is sabotage all of your hard work. You don't want to put hours into filming, editing, and then jack some music from YouTube, and then guess what? Get copyright claimed, and then have your video taken down or not be able to make money of it, or worse, right? So how about you just avoid that? I got a 30-day trial for you to try out Epidemic Sound down below in the description. Hit it, sign up for 30 days, and test it out. Use the music in your videos, no matter whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, it is covered. Everything you create within that 30 days is covered. And if you decide to keep the subscription, then you keep the subscription, everything is covered. If not, no strings attached. And the best part, you don't need credit cards, anything like that. So sign up, try it out, let me know what you think. Back to these 2 cameras and where the benefit of changing lenses comes into play. Now, as you just saw, with the ZV-E10, I can get all types of looks. I can get telephoto looks, I can get wide angle looks, I can get macro looks. I can get all of those with the ZV-E10 because I can change the lens, and that is freaking huge. I can change the lens, plus there's a much bigger sensor than what's in the ZV-1. So what that means is this is a camera that you can grow with if you decide that you want to get serious about photography, or if you want your videos to have a little more sauce, a little more cinematic swag, then the ZV-E10 has more to offer. The bigger sensor allows you better low light performance, more dynamic range, and depth of field, which those things you can't get so much with the ZV-1. Now, of course, they come with a trade-off, right? This is a bigger camera. This is not a camera that you could just pull out of your pocket like the ZV-1. I'm so sorry if it's getting all loud and stuff. It's like the water is really kicking. But you can't just pull this out of a pocket like you can with the ZV-1 because you need to change the lens. In addition to being able to change the lens and a bigger sensor, on the ZV-E10 you are also getting a microphone jack and a bigger battery from the Sony a6000 series cameras, which ain't saying a whole lot because them batteries are trash, but they're not as trash as the ZV-1 batteries. But you are getting those improvements in addition to everything that the ZV-1 offers. So you're still getting all the smart features, the built-in vlogging microphone, the multi-interface shoe. You're getting all of that stuff. The same stuff that you get with the ZV-1, you're getting in here, plus more. The only disadvantage is the size, right? So the question is, if both of these cost the same freaking amount of money, which one should you buy? And that's what I want to talk about now. The ZV-1 is perfect for people who want to vlog, instant content creation camera. You pull it out your pocket, you have great frame rates, you have great resolutions. It's got all types of features built into it. It's small, it's the biggest thing, and pocketable, which is not so much the case with the ZV-E10. So if you are looking for a vlog style camera and a small camera, as long as you are okay with not being able to grow with this camera, because the only thing that you can do with this camera is what you can do with it. You can't expand on it. As long as you're cool with that, and you're cool with micro USB, I forgot to mention this has USB-C. If you're cool with micro USB, the smaller battery life, and not being able to change the lenses and a relatively smallish sensor, and you're okay with that, then grab the ZV-1. But if that's not enough for you, if you want a small camera, this is still a small camera. Depends on the lens you put on there, but it's a small camera. But it gives you a bigger sensor, better dynamic range, headphone jack, USB-C. Ultimately, this is a camera you can grow with. Even if you don't want to do it right now, I'm getting bit up. In a year, if you decide that you want to start taking photography more seriously, you can do that because you can pick the different lenses for this camera, whereas you can't with this camera. If that is what you want, then you need to get the ZV-E10. Now, I would probably even recommend this over the a6100. The only thing that it doesn't have is the EVF. I would still recommend this over the 6100 because it has stabilization. But as long as you are okay with the trade-off, so a bigger camera that you can't stick in your pocket versus the ZV-1, and you think that you might want to expand with the camera kit maybe in a few months or a few years, or right now you just want to make saucier stuff, then grab the ZV-E10. Now, if you got the money and you a baller, to ball out, grab both of them. But if you had to pick Use those things I just talked about to make your decisions. But anyways, I'm about to get out of here. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Which one are you thinking about? The ZV-1 or the ZV-E10 or both? Let me know down in the comments. Oh my God, that is a tropical. What? Yo, that was a tropical Leviathan bumblebee. That was crazy. I gotta get out of here. I ain't got time for that. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm out of here. Peace of chicken, Terry Warfield. Peace.